Did you ever have a user who was like, how can I do this using your WordPress product? And you were like, well, my product doesn't currently do that, but come to think of it, it's a really good idea for a new feature. When your users are building a WordPress website, it's all about customizing it to do exactly what they want it to. This is why, as plugin and theme developers, people will occasionally ask you for something that your product doesn't do. One beneficial way of responding to these requests is by offering to develop the customization or feature they're asking for as a paid service. Hey WordPressers, I'm Z from the Freemius team, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the most out of user customization and feature requests, leveraging them as a way of funding your product development, or simply using them as a way of increasing your business's bottom line. What makes an opportunity to develop a customization or feature beneficial? The best case scenario is when users ask you for a bit of functionality that's already part of your roadmap. In this case, developing it for them would mean getting paid to do something that you were planning to do anyway, even if you didn't get paid. Pretty much a no-brainer here. Another instance, if someone is willing to pay you enough money, allowing you to reinvest in growing your business. And finally, you should also consider who's making the request. Like if someone with lots of influence in your space is making it, it might be a good idea to develop it even if it's just a niche request, even if they're not paying you that much money. True, this won't necessarily make you tons of money right away, but I'd say that if Elon Musk drops by asking you to modify your theme so you can use it for his new Meals on Mars space cooking book, that's something that will most likely benefit your business in the long run, or like the day it's published. So, now that we've covered the typical cases in which it's worth saying yes to a customization or feature request, here's how you can be active about getting paid to develop them. First, you'll need to respond to user requests quickly, because people who are stuck in the middle of the project and approach you for help will often be looking for an immediate solution. Even if the development will take some time to implement, it's important to make sure the user knows when he or she can expect it. Unless requests are made by an influencer or by clients willing to pay you big money, you should check how the request fits in with your product roadmap. If the request provides functionality that over 80% of users and buyers will benefit from, it's a good idea to prioritize it and include the feature as a part of your core product. If users make a niche request, try to determine if it's likely to be beneficial to you or not. When you decide that a request is worth developing, you'll need to approach the user who's requesting it and make a proposal. This is where different people will have different sensitivities, so you'll need to present your offer in a clear way, but also make sure users feel respected and comfortable enough to pay you for your service. Free users typically will understand why you're asking them to pay for the request to be fulfilled. But if it's a paid user you're proposing to, they might be reluctant to pay more than they already are. And there's something that I think is generally good to do when you offer custom development, and that is to be consistent in how you monetize it. Setting an hourly rate or assessing a global project cost are both a good start, but you should also consider measures that cover the process A to Z. Ask yourself, what do you expect users to submit when they're making the request? A detailed description of the needed functionality? An expected date of completion? Perhaps a mock-up image demonstrating the customization? How will you price customizations in contrast to features that generally improve your business? What are the terms for payment? Will they pay a global fee, by the hour, in advance, upon delivery? Will you offer them the service if they convert from free to paid customer? To reduce friction as much as possible, have these written down in advance so you can present your terms with confidence. Being consistent, clear, and organized is key to winning clients' trust. Try putting together a few message templates to send users based on who they are and what they're asking for. Here's one example. Thanks so much for your request. I added it to our to-dos and we hope to ship it sometime next year. If this is time sensitive for you and you can't wait, we have a special customization team that can develop it for you, but there's a cover charge for the development time. Let me know if you're interested to learn more or if you have any other questions. Best wishes! In any case, when someone is paying you for custom development, Always make sure you have a documented agreement with them, including a detailed description of the desired functionality, the price they're going to pay for the custom development, the development timeline and date for delivery, with flexibility in case it requires more time than you expect, and a statement declaring that the client fully understands he or she is not going to own any of the rights to the custom-made code, and that it's all up to you whether you do or do not make it available to other users. Don't be discouraged by users who don't follow through with this process. An awesome side benefit of developing upon request is that when users are asked to pay for the development, it sets that bar that filters out most nice-to-have requests and leaves you with the ones that are truly needed. So if you manage your priorities wisely, it's likely that this method will help you develop the features that make your product more attractive to all users. If you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell to get an update when we release our next video. Catch you on the next one.